Coming off of a 3-14 campaign last year, the Raiders look to improve upon that record as we finish up season number 2. You know, the Raiders haven't been very good this year. They are right on track to match their record from last season. They're hoping to be able to pull off an upset today and maybe get their 4th victory. The problem with the record that they have this year is there are many teams that are worse than them. So instead of having one of the top picks, they're looking at being around pick number 5 or 6. And if they get another victory, they're going to drop even lower in the draft order, which isn't a good thing considering the situation we're in. And at the end of the day, this is probably time to accelerate the rebuild. I've been kind of slow getting this series out, so it's time for us to speed it up and get this rebuild going. So we're going to kind of go all in this offseason, but let's focus on finishing up year 1. We're taking on the Cardinals. They're going to throw it underneath Kyler Murray. That was a bad pass. I don't know what he was doing there. The big storyline today is Josh Jacobs, who we traded during the season to the Cardinals, returns to Vegas to take us on. You know, Jacobs is a great back, and he honestly was really good for us, and we kind of felt the impacts of losing him once he left. But I think it was the right decision. I wasn't going to pay him long term. I felt like we needed to be able to spend that money elsewhere, and the draft capital we could get for him, which was a first-round pick, was going to be very important in my opinion, as I'm hoping to be able to acquire 3 first-round picks for this offseason and kind of go Texans style and go all in during one offseason and just get the rebuild accelerated. So let's see what the Cardinals can do on their opening drive. It's 3rd down. They're going to get the first down there underneath, keeping this drive alive. Kyler in the pocket, going underneath. That's going to be a completion to Trey McBride, who stiff arms. He was tough to take down there. Kyler's already 4 or 5 for 42 yards today. He's been pretty efficient minus that first pass. Jacobs on the ground, finding some space, trying to truck his way forward. He had a solid week last week. He had 114 yards and a touchdown. Hopefully we can keep him under that today, but they go to Rondale Moore underneath. That's going to be a solid pickup for a first down. Cardinals marching on this drive. If you haven't watched my content before, just know that after the opening series for each team, it goes quicker in the gameplay, as that's going to be a touchdown. Quez Watkins gets in. Cardinals take the early 7-0 lead here today. Russell Wilson, our starting quarterback, is coming out in the field with 20 touchdowns, 7 picks, 2,800 yards. We acquired him midway through the season, so those stats are very impressive. He was a backup for the Ravens prior to coming over. Jakobi Meyers is going to get hurt, though, on the first play of the game for the offense, and he's headed into the locker room. That's a big loss for this Raiders offense, who already lost their starting running back for the season as well, so it's been kind of disappointing late in the year. It's okay, though. We're not really looking to, win too many games here. We got to be smart and try to get as high of a draft pick as we can, as Devontae is going to hold on for the tough catch there and get the first down. And as you can see, it's a broken thumb for Jakobi Meyers. If I had to guess, he's done for the rest of the season. So play action, Russ looking to pass, going down the field. That's going to be Michael Mayer holding on. Big play, first down, Raiders. We are moving on this drive. Hopefully we can answer back as we go to Hardwick on the ground, and he gets stuffed up. He had nowhere to go. We decided to give George Hardwick the start over Devin Singletary because, well, we want to see what we have in the young undrafted running back, or let me rephrase that, late round draft pick running back. And I want to see what he can do. I don't think Devin Singletary is going to be a part of this team going forward in the future, so there's no point in giving him carries here. We're already a bad team. We're not going to the postseason, so why bother? We are going to, however, keep giving Jakeem Grant some carries. Honestly, if he keeps impressing me, he's going to get a contract in the offseason to return and be our 3rd down running back as Russ steps up in the pocket, runs, gets the first down. He tries to push in, but he's taken down at the 1-yard line. Let's see if we can punch it in here. Russ passing to the end zone. Devontae lays out and holds on. Touchdown, Raiders. This game's tied up at 7. From here on out, you're going to see highlights. If it's 3rd down, you're going to see it. If it's a big play, you're going to see it. As Kyler on 2nd and 10 finds Trey McBride for one of them big plays on the next drive, pushing the ball down the field. It's 1st and 10 now. Kyler again passing quick. That's going to be another big play to Quez Watkins. That gets him all the way down to the 34-yard line, and Kyler to end the first quarter has been immaculate. He is 8 of 10 for 114 yards passing. That's a difficult player to stop right there, and honestly, I think in real life he is a better quarterback than he gets credit for. He has his limitations, but he is a really good player. As Quez Watkins is going to make another reception. He's down to the 10-yard line. So anytime we get inside of the 30, you're going to see the rest of the drive. So from here on out on this drive, you'll see every play is. That's a short gain there for Jacobs, and there's going to be a flag on 1st and goal. And they call false start. That backs the Cardinals up here. So now that's going to put them at the 8-yard line, which could change their plans as Jacobs gets stuffed. That's Akeem Davis-Gaither getting him down, the former Bengal. So looking to pass here. That's Kyler, 2nd and goal, scrambling, and he's going to take a sack. That's Akeem Davis-Gaither on back-to-back plays, burying it up, 3rd and goal from the 16. Kyler to the end zone, and what was that we laid out and could not get to it with Trayvon Moehrig, and somehow that's a Trey McBride touchdown. Arizona's going to take the 14-7 lead. Let's see if the Raiders can answer back, as Hardwick's going to get a big reception going down the sideline. That's a big play for the Raiders there. And I love to see the young back really showing off a little bit of potential there with that play. Russ looking to pass here on 1st and 10, and he finds Davante Adams all the way down to the 10-yard line for another gain. So what do we do here in the red zone? Russ passing, and that was nearly intercepted. Luckily, Zaven Collins doesn't have hands, apparently. So read option here with Russ. I did not expect that. He stiff arms, breaks the tackle, ends up going backwards. He should have just taken the yardage he had there and went down. So now it's 3rd and 9 from the 10-yard line. Got to get down to the 1. Russ to the end zone, and that was swatted away. It really wasn't a good pass. He got hit as he released it. It's okay, though. We're going to take these 3 points here. Carlson's going to drill this field goal. He's a fantastic kicker. It's up, and oh, no, he hit the upright, and it ended up being good. That one did not go well. I don't know what happened there, but it's 14-10. They go to the fullback to open up their next drive. Bodden with the big play there. I did not expect that. That's why I had to show it off. So now it's 3rd and 7, and they're going to go to Jacobs on the wheel, who breaks a tackle and goes down. And as you can see, Jerry Tillery gets shaken up in the play. I wonder if he'll be back at all. It looks like he's going to be headed to the locker room, which is not a good thing for this Raiders defense. We have plenty of depth at D-tackle, but still we don't like injuries. As Trey McBride's going to bust off a big play, break some tackles, and get all the way down to the 11-yard line. He's been a nightmare for us. He's really probably been their top receiving option. Quez has made some plays as well, but Trey McBride, man, showing the power there again. So back to Jacobs on the ground, and Jacobs walks in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals are going to extend their lead up to 21-10 here today. And, man, that's just not good for this Raiders offense. They haven't been able to come from behind. They only have 37 seconds left in the half, as they're going to find a wide-open Jakeem Grant. Nobody was over there. That's going to be a one-play touchdown. Nobody on the player. We did not expect that. It's 21-17 heading into halftime. I didn't think we had enough time to score there, as our offense is not typically very dynamic, but we were able to answer quick with a big mistake by the Cardinals defense. 21-17 is going to be your score, though, at halftime. And this has been kind of an offensive showcase for both teams. It's been quite fun. Our defenses really didn't show up to play at all, but it's okay. We're going to open up the second half with the ball, so let's see if we're able to answer and do anything. We've had some excellent returns, but Bowens decides to go ahead and take a knee, which is probably the smart decision here. So let's see if Russ and the offense can answer. We're going to pass here. It's 3rd and 6, needing the first down. We get enough. Trey Tucker makes the play out to the 44-yard line. We will take that. 1st and 10, we're going to go to Hardwick on the ground, break a tackle, and that's a solid pickup. But the problem with this play is Davante Adams goes down. And anytime you lose 2 of your top receivers, both heading to the locker room, and as you find out, it's broken ribs. So we know he's done for the season. So now it's likely we're going to lose both of our top receivers for the rest of this game, of course, and in the final week, week 18. So it's going to be bad for this Raiders offense, and it really makes me feel bad about coming from behind. But as you can see, Michael Mayer is going to get us in the end zone here. Touchdown, Raiders, and we actually take the lead in this game, 24-21. Now let's see if we can hold on to it in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 8. Kyler on the move, wide open receiver, and he just barely gets it to Trey McBride. That was nearly a mistake on his behalf. So play action, Kyler going down the field. He has an open receiver. Quez Watkins outruns Jacorian Bennett on that play. 1st down at the 20. Josh Jacobs getting the carry, and Akeem Davis-Gaither stands him up and stops him. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now for the Cardinals. Kyler all day to throw, and he just missed an open receiver. Rondale was wide open. That should have been an easy completion. So the Cardinals are forced to settle for 3. It is up. It is good. They tie this game up 24-all. Now let's see if we can score here and maybe take control of this game, as it's 3rd and 4, and that's an incompletion that honestly should have been intercepted. So 3rd and 12 for the Cardinals as they take over, and they ran a draw. That was a dumb decision. It did not work at all. So that's pretty much going to end your third quarter here. It wasn't that impressive. It's 24-all here and heading into the fourth quarter, and we're pretty evenly matched as you look passing yards, rushing yards. This has been a good game. Russ now, 2nd and 9, down the field. He finds an open receiver. That's going to be Gabriel Bowens making the play. He doesn't typically get many reps at receiver, but with all the injuries, we might just as well play the young guys, as that's Jakeem Grant getting a good carry there, picking up probably about 10 yards. So Russ looking to pass, and that was into coverage. That was a risky throw. He should have been smarter than that. 2nd and 10, read option. It's a pull by Russ. He gets upfield. We'll take that. That's a pretty solid 5-yard pickup. At least he didn't go backwards like last time. So 3rd and 5, we got a pass. And it looks like it's going to be a screen, and it's swatted down at the line of scrimmage. B.J. Ojolari with the good play. 4th down, we end up having to settle for 3. That's pretty disappointing, and I don't think that puts us in the best position to win this game, honestly. Hopefully, somehow we can get a stop, and it looks like we haven't, as Cardinals have been moving the ball, and Kyler steps up, and he throws a pick. It's going to be intercepted. Nate Hobbs with a chance to seal this game up off of his turnover. Big play there for the Raiders. Let's go. So let's see, can we answer? 2nd and 10, play action. Russ looking down the field. That's going to be Michael Mayer all the way down to the 41. Big play. Russ almost up to 300 yards passing. 3rd and 8 now. Be smart. Don't turn it over. And he throws it short underneath. He missed Trey Tucker on that one. We're on the edges of field goal range. It's risky to take a 6-point lead, but let's see if we can get it. Kicks up, and it's going to be good. Arizona is now trailing by 6 late in the 4th quarter. They only need touchdown, though. It's 30-24. 3:50 left in the game. Josh Jacobs with a nice jump cut and accelerating. Big first down, breaking tackle, pushing ahead. He's out to the 44-yard line. What a run there by our former running back. Kyler looking to pass. 1st and 10, feeling pressure, moving in the pocket, trying to get the edge, and he cannot. That's going to be Byron Young getting the sack. Big play there for the Raiders D tackle. We need our young guys to step up. Play action. Now Kyler, he's forced to move, but there's nobody over there. Looking to pass still, surprisingly, and he just throws it away. That's a big mistake if you ask me, because any yardage there would have been good, as they got to go for it on 4th and 11. Kyler looking down the field, open receiver. I don't think he got his feet down, though. That's an incompletion and a Raiders stop. They're going to win this ball game as Russ is coming out onto the field, but as you can see, they're going to review it, and it's overturned. As we take a look at this replay, my guess is right here is where Hollywood Brown had both feet down. I mean, that was just a beautiful catch. It could not have been a second late, or else he would have been out of bounds. That was just perfect, and, you know, they got lucky. So this drive's going to stay alive. Now we need a stop. Let's see what we can do. Kyler going underneath. That's an open. Quez Watkins getting to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 1 now. 1:25 left in this game. Kyler passing quick, finding Trey McBride, who goes down and fights for the extra yardage at the 12-yard line. 1st down, 1:18 left. Kyler passing again. He goes underneath. That's an easy completion to Hollywood Brown. 2nd and 3 now at the 6-yard line. Kyler to the end zone. He misses. That might have been a touchdown. I think he had Jacobs open there. 3rd and 3 now from the 6. Kyler moving in the pocket, feeling pressure, checking it down, and that's a touchdown to Rondale Moore. The Cardinals are going to take the lead here, 31-30. Almost 40 seconds left, though. We just need a field goal as we go down the field. That's an easy completion to Trey Tucker. Big play there for the Raiders. Now we just need one more big play, and Russ is going to fumble the ball, and the problem is we didn't get our timeout called in time. I accidentally selected a play, and then the clock ran out on us as players were, coming back. Basically, I hit triangle for no huddle, and I shouldn't have. So this loss is on me. I own that, and I'm frustrated by it. We should have won this game, or at least had more of a chance of winning this game. Russ played fantastic today. 3 touchdowns, no picks, hit 66% of his passes. We have one more game to go. We got to get through that, and then we're ready to get into our offseason. And, of course, I'm going to show the playoffs even though I'm not in it, and we'll go through and show a bit of clip of the Super Bowl and a little bit of that. So you guys will see all that in your next episode after this, and then we'll be into the offseason. After the offseason, though, I'm hoping videos will be able to come out a little bit quicker. I'm going back to the live comm format, so hopefully that means it's just easier, in my opinion, to do live comm and then edit it post comm, as opposed to trying to do post comm and edit it and then you do your commentary. It takes more time. It's not as convenient for me when I'm playing the game. If I can do the commentary, then it's just better. I don't think it sounds as good, but it's more authentic. It's the best way to do it, in my opinion. But honestly, all I care about is being able to get these videos out quicker to you guys and make sure the quality is still there. That's ultimately my goal. And with that, I am working on, I don't know when I'm going to have it and when I'm going to get it all set up. When I do, getting a capture card so that way my face cam can be on while I'm playing the games. And I think that'll make it a little bit more interesting. You'll be able to see me and my reactions when I'm actually playing it instead of just trying to hear it in my voice. I think that's a cool ad, and I think that that'll make up for the commentary not always making the most sense when you do live comm. Just because, in my opinion, live comm, it's not as crisp. It doesn't move as smoothly. It's a little bit more choppy because you're just jumping from here to there, especially because I'm not showing the whole game anymore. I don't think that that's the most efficient way to do it. I don't think you guys personally like it when I showed the whole game. I think it's gone a little better when I've gone a quicker pace throughout the games, got 2 games into an episode, and in the future it may only be a 1-game episode, but I think it's still going to be chopped up and just be a shorter episode because you guys seem to like it more. I'll always show off the stats, so it may not feel like we're running it much, or it may not feel like we're passing it much, but you'll be able to see in the stats at the end of the game whether we did run the ball a lot. I mean, hopefully you guys like that, but it seems like you guys do. YouTube's telling me that with the analytics, it's better for me to do it this way because the videos are just performing better overall. Either way, let's get into our regular season finale and see if we can get our 4th victory of the season and maybe hurt our draft stock, as we're going to take on the Atlanta Falcons. The kick is away. Young Wei Koo's going to boot it down there. That is Gabriel Bowens on the return. And as I was talking, you've seen me do some work in the background. I went ahead and signed Scotty Miller. He's going to get a little play time today, as we had to place both Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers on injured reserve. We also had DeMarvin Leal we decided to sign. He was a really cool prospect. Some people thought he could be a first-round pick. He ended up falling to the 3rd or 4th round, if I recall correctly. He could be an interesting player. I don't know. He's somebody I just wanted to bring in, give him a 2-year deal because, you know, even though the game doesn't allow it, if he's practice squad eligible, I give him multi-year deals when I sign him. If they're a rookie, they get a 3-year deal. If they've been in the league and they come off a practice squad, they get a 2-year deal. But either way, that doesn't matter. I think he could be a player we can develop a little bit and maybe make an impact for us a little bit today. We'll see, as it's 3rd and 7. Russ looking to pass, and he just missed an open Trey Tucker there. That should have been a first down. But we decide why not go for it in this field position, and Russ just takes a sack. Grady Jarrett absolutely blew up our guard there and just came right into the lap of Russell Wilson. Nothing we can do there. 2nd and 8 for the Falcons. Down the field goes Desmond Ridder. That is going to be an easy completion to Drake London for the big first down. Now it's 3rd and 11. Again, he's going to pass, and this time he finds Amari Cooper for the big gain. First down, Falcons. They're all the way down to the 16-yard line. Bijan getting a carry here, and Bijan basically goes nowhere. It's going to be 2nd and 9. By himself in the backfield's Desmond Ridder, throwing it underneath. That was a short gain to Kyle Pitts, so it's 3rd down. Can we get the stop here as Ridder's looking to pass? Going to the end zone, and nobody covered Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Atlanta. They're going to take a 7-0 lead here today. The Raiders are going to have to fight back from behind, which isn't something they've always been great at, but Russ is coming off a really strong game, and we'll have to see if he can perform for us this week as he finds Michael Mayer down the field across the 50, fighting ahead all the way down to the 33-yard line. That's a huge play. 2nd and 9 now for Russ. Pressure, and he's going to go down the field, and again, that's Michael Mayer holding on. That's going to set up a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line for the Raiders. They're moving quick on this drive. They're going to go to their ground game. It's Jakeem Grant getting the carry. He only picks up maybe 1 or 2 there. We'll take that, though. 2nd and goal, looking to pass. Russ quick to the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Mayer. Raiders quickly answer and tie this game up 7-all. Now let's see if they can do anything here in the second quarter to get a stop on defense. That's what we need. Just because I don't trust our offense to come from behind consistently. I would like to say that I think they can do it, but honestly, I don't see it. And I think if we're playing that way the whole game, we're going to be in trouble. As down the field goes Desmond Ridder. He found Drake London there for a huge gain. They're all the way down to the 17-yard line. It looks like we're going to be playing from behind as Bijan gets a carry, and Akeem Davis-Gaither dumps him there for a 2-yard loss. So 2nd and 12 now. Ridder off of play action, looking to pass to the end zone. Actually, it's just short, but that's a completion to Drake London, who goes in. Nick Cross, who he signed a few weeks ago, just completely whiffed there. I don't know why he never tried to tackle him. Either way, Atlanta's going to take a 14-7 lead. Let's see if Russ and the Raiders can answer us. He's going to go down the field. That's a completion. Antonio Bennett for the big gain. You're going to have to see him step up today as we are down our top 2 receivers. So he's going to get a lot of playing time along with Gabriel Bowens. But Trey Tucker is our number 1 receiver. As you can see him make a huge play right there for the first down. We're all the way down to the 18. Let's see if we can tie it up. Russ is on the move here. Check it down. And he threw that late. We're lucky it didn't get picked. He probably should have just thrown that out of bounds. 2nd down, though, we're going to go to the ground game. It's Greg Hardwick getting a carry, and that's a short one. It's about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down, and we go right back to Hardwick. He's going to convert here. Can he get a touchdown? No, he cannot. He's going to be stopped at the 3, but it's 1st and goal, so I think we can punch this in as Russ throws quick, and that gets intercepted. I swear I did not see Malone on that play. I don't know how he got there. I didn't see him at all. So now we're in a tough spot, and we're going to need a stop on this drive. However, it doesn't start well as Amari Cooper is going to get the big play. That's a 1st down for the Falcons. They're already across midfield and at the 33-yard line. So Ridder again looking to pass, and once again, nobody's over there covering the guy, as that is Kyle Pitts coming wide open. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 1, so it's 1st and goal, and the Falcons pass it. That was shocking. It ends up working, though. That's a Amari Cooper touchdown. That makes number 2 for today, and that's going to give Atlanta the 21-7 lead, and truthfully, we're in trouble against them. I'm not sure if we'll be able to come back. Our offense has been pretty good, but our defense hasn't been able to stop them at all, so that's kind of where we run into trouble, as it's 3rd down, and we're going to throw the pass to Trey Tucker, and that's going to end up being a conversion for the Raiders. It's 3rd and 10, and there's only 40 seconds left in the half, and that's going to drop incomplete. That was swatted away. And unfortunately, we just punted it back to the Falcons. They moved the ball pretty quickly. It was like 2 plays, and they end up settling for a field goal as we head into halftime. It's 24-7. Honestly, this game looks over as Atlanta's been dominant on offense. And honestly, our offense hasn't been that bad. Our defense just has not been able to do anything, as we're going to open up the second half by also kicking the ball to Atlanta. So they have a chance to create a 10-point swing here and create an even larger gap in this game. It already looks like it's going to be a bit of a blowout. We just need to get through it and get this season over with. It's been dreadful, and we're just tired of being this bad. Hopefully next season, we're going to make some changes. So I can tell you what, this team next year, they're going to look completely different. It's time to really try to do something different, because what we're doing isn't working. As Atlanta's moving the ball quick, they've got a first down at the 30-yard line, couple big plays there. So they go to Bijan on the ground here, and Bijan going up the middle, and Nick Cross decked him there. That was a big hit, but Bijan was able to hold on to the ball, and the Falcons keep driving, and they go right back to him on the next play. That's a short gain, so that's going to set up 2nd and goal, and they decide to play action it, and Ritter's looking to go to the end zone as he's moving away from his players. That was a bad decision on his behalf. He should have rolled out to the left. Now it's 3rd and goal. Ritter on the move, and he threw it away. He should have at least checked that down to Bijan. That was a bad decision. We'll take it, though. It ends up being a field goal, so it's 27-7, and it ends up only being a 6-point swing, which is good because I was definitely concerned about the 10-point swing. If we don't get a touchdown on this drive, though, we are in serious trouble as Russ had an opportunity there. Bennett was coming open. He just kind of let him upfield, didn't throw the ball quite right. So now we had to punt the ball back to the Falcons, and Desmond Ridder on 3rd and 10 finds Kyle Pitts for another big play. We're already almost through the 3rd quarter, and it looks like the Falcons are going to score again, as that's Drake London making another nice catch, getting him down to the 18-yard line. This game's getting out of hand for this Raiders defense, and honestly, it looks like the team kind of quit on us today, as Bijan's going to take off and get into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's going to be a 34-7 lead today. This one's out of hand. Like I said, it looks like the Raiders quit as Russ is looking to pass, and he runs into a sack there. Carter gets him down. It's 4th and 17. We're going to end up punting the ball back to the Falcons. And we do get him to a 3rd down pretty quick, as it's almost a 3-and-out, and Ridder will take the sack and make it a 3-and-out. That was Max Crosby, only given half credit for that sack. I don't understand why. That is going to end your 3rd quarter, as it's 34-7 here, as the Raiders have the ball, and that's a pick by Russell Wilson. That ends this drive as Brown gets the pick. This game's over. Hopefully we can get through it pretty quick and just wrap up this season. I'm sick of it already, as Desmond Ridder goes to the end zone, and that's going to be an Amari Cooper touchdown. The Raiders definitely quit on their team today. It's disappointing to see how this is played out, as Russ almost threw a pick there. It was 3rd down. It's 4th and 10 now. They might just as well go for it, and they're gonna. Russ looking to pass, feeling pressure, and he barely gets the pass off. We turn the ball back over to Atlanta. It's 41-7 here, and they're about to score again as they go to the end zone, and that's Kyle Pitts walking in. This is now going to be a 48-7 score here. Raiders have the ball back. Let's see if they can put some points up to end the season, as Trey Tucker makes a nice reception, gets down to like the 26, 27-yard line. I guess they call it the 28. Let's see if we can punch it in. Russ throwing quick underneath. Michael Mayer gets another reception to add to his stats. It's 3rd and 1. Can we convert here? Russ looking to pass, checking it down underneath, and he missed. That should have been an easy completion. It was a terrible throw to Antonio Bennett. So 4th and 1, let's pass. Russ pump fakes. That was on me, I guess. I didn't hit the button right. So we end up not scoring any points on that drive, and this game's over. 48-7 your final. Thankfully, this season's come to an end. We're going to completely rebuild this team in the offseason. If I get my way, we're going to have a lot of key new starters on this team. Hopefully, everything goes right so we can make it happen, and we can just rebuild this team and maybe get off to a better start next season. I feel like everything we've been doing so far has kind of been a Band-Aid. Like, I didn't pick a quarterback last year, and honestly, that ended up being a mistake. I should have. This year, we're targeting a quarterback, and we're going to make it happen. There's a few that I want in this draft, and maybe one that will shock people that I don't want in this draft coming up, but I have a feeling of what I need to succeed with this team. I need a quarterback with a little bit of mobility. I think running the ball with our quarterback is going to matter, being able to escape. So hopefully we can find a mobile guy. I need a strong arm. We haven't had a strong enough arm in this series yet. It did make a difference with Russell Wilson, honestly, being able to throw the ball a little bit better, but I want even more of a cannon than what he offers us. Hopefully we can find it. I'm just glad to get this season over with. The next episode you're going to see will be the postseason, and it'll include a stats update and all that, and we're just going to get through it, and then we'll be into the off season. It's time. Like I said, this rebuild's gone slow, and honestly, it hasn't gone well. I'm pretty frustrated with how we've played. I just wish that I did things a little bit better. Akeem Davis-Gaither had a chance to break out. He didn't do it, which is pretty disappointing.
And as you can see, this is the playoff field. And honestly, I'm not that shocked by too many teams besides maybe Arizona making it. They're probably the only team in this list that I'm like, I can't see it. Atlanta's usually pretty good in the sim. They have Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London. For some reason, Desmond Ridder always does fantastic. On the AFC side, honestly, I'm not shocked by anybody. People would say the Jets, but they have Aaron Rodgers, so that doesn't shock me at all. Either way, I'm just glad this season's over with. We'll be back soon with the next episode. I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more Raiders soon. I'm out.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar.